Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a 12-degree Monday, the 30th of January. It's up to about 21 now. I mean, you're talking hurt and crispy cold out here this morning. Man, yesterday, even though it was 39, that breeze, it made it feel like it was about 20. It's crazy how much cooler than 39 it felt. But, yeah, no breeze out here today, thankfully. That would be a wind chill like a son of a gun. Wow, that's beautiful, though. Dogs running around, all you hear is crunch, 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 crunch. That's what you hear when you're walking around out here, too. Anyway, let's go jump in that nice warm automobile and drive to work. Dogs don't even care. They're so funny. They all huddle up together. Sasha, Annie, none of them give a flying hoot. I'd be out here like... Yeah. All right. Let's bust out a new week. That's a whole ton. We got a van sitting next to us. Whole ton nicer coming to work today than it's been.
Yes, it was very beautiful.
Yeah, bright sunshine, blue skies.
Warm up.
See all the mountains. Rainier, St. Helens, Adams in the background, Hood over here. Yeah, they're all covered in snow, needless to say.
Yep.
Mama.
Yes, Hop.
Back to that dadgum Monday again.
I know it, she snuck in.
Yep, she slips around every once in a while. Alrighty, so have yourself a wonderful Monday.
You too, sweetie.
Yeah, hope you don't freeze to death out there. It's like 20, my watch says it's 29.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Better than at home. Home's a whole lot colder.
Man, that was hurting cold.
Yeah, that was very cold.
Alright, well, I'll talk to you as the day goes on.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Love you, see you, bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
So you don't think that BMW micro-encapsulated thread lock works? So I started these screws. Didn't pay attention initially. There's 25 and 30 millimeter screws for the calipers. Well, I started in on these on Friday. I go, wait a minute, something's wrong here. They're too long, so I just stopped. They're sticking out about this far. So I just stopped. And I thought, well, Monday I'll get the bolts for it. Man, that Loc-Tite activated itself. Oh yeah, it's just gone. Well, I don't even have one with it on here to show you what it looks like before. It's just blue. But, dude, I cleaned the threads and everything out before I put a new one in. And, yeah, they were stuck good. And I just spun them in by hand. I never use tools. Do not use any kind of electric or air tools on micro-encapsulated bolts, or you're going to find out just how bad of a deal it is. And BMW uses super high-end stainless steel bolts. You ever tried to drill one of those things? Alright, this is that 2017 R1200GS that we did the inspection. And Friday we had the software issue that I had to deal with. Spent way more time on the software than what it takes to do the recall on it. Man, I get asked like 9 million times. So I'll go over this one more time. Maybe I'll do a little more detail. So what the recall is about is water. Depending on riding conditions and stuff like that, water can get inside the tunnel where the drive shaft lives. It's a single-sided swing arm, and the swing arm is hollow, and the drive shaft goes to the rear wheel through that swing arm. Well, they discovered water could get into there and can corrode both the splines on the output shaft from the engine and the splines to the input shaft to the rear bevel gear. Well, it can damage those splines, and well, like you guys have seen with the Spyder sprockets, what can happen when those splines get rusty and eat themselves. The other thing is, if there's enough water back there, it could compromise the universal joint bearings. So what we do, there is a jig that you mount to the swing arm, and then you drill a hole in a precise location, and you have one of those one-way flapper valves that allows water to escape but not come back in. And then there's a special tool, you can't even see it, but it lances the rubber boot at the output shaft on the pivot area at the back of the transmission. And that just allows the thing to air out, I guess, if moisture gets inside there, but not enough that apparently water doesn't get in. I don't know. If it does, it just goes right out the escape hole, and then it can evaporate out. So you hook it up with that fancy, if it has over 1,200 miles, you hook it up to that whiz-bangy tester, and you run it through these different RPMs, and that tester is able to test the integrity of the drive shaft and splines and all that stuff. It's just like ABS brakes. It's very sensitive, and it can detect abnormalities. And if it detects that and it fails, you replace the drive shaft, and you inspect, clean, and lube the splines on the output shaft of the transmission and the input shaft into the rear bevel gear. It's just as simple as that. Some people try to get all technical, and oh man, it just is what it is. It's just as simple as that. You're putting a vent, a drain hole, and then the computer tests the integrity of the drive shaft. How BMW developed all that and how it tests it, what it's looking for, those are finite details that BMW does not give to us. But I do know, if it tests bad, we haven't seen one yet, that around the universal joint and even the splines are rusty. So it's doing its job correctly. I have never had one that we had to replace, although we've had drive shafts that because if it's over a certain mileage, I don't recall exactly what that is, 30-something thousand or something like that. If it's over that mileage, it just automatically gets replaced. We don't do any testing, nothing. You just replace it. And yeah, so had quite a few of those come out absolutely perfect. Perfect. The grease is still there. There's no water intrusion, but we do, even with the replacement, we put the vent hole and the drain plug in them. They all get that. That's it. Over time, they found an issue that was arising, and this is the fix they came up with it for it. It's no kind of conspiracy or anything weird like that. BMW's not hiding anything from you. They found enough of them that, you know, it was worth doing this to. What's weird is we never heard of it. No one has ever come in and noticed a vibration or anything weird prior to or after doing the recall. I did have someone that left a comment saying that his was vibrating and it's gone after the drive shaft was replaced. So, but yeah, there's no maintenance schedule. You know, the old ones, they had a schedule where you grease the splines and stuff like that. There is no schedule for the water boxers on any time to do that. But, you know, after some we've seen, you know, if I owned one, I would probably, I think it's the same thing as what we've seen on other ones. You know, I think someone just didn't get enough grease on there. Look at all the spiders that come out, just absolutely perfect. You know, now that the bulletin's out where we replace all the front sprockets, it's amazing how many of them just slide right off. Got plenty of grease, by far the majority. Same with these, by far and above. And I mean, we've done a lot of them. I mean a staggering amount of those bulletins we performed. And the shaft I replaced made number 3. Number 3 out of all those we've tested. 3. Who knows? Hundreds and hundreds probably by now. It's like every day we're doing one, it seems like. Well, of course, cold weather and all that stuff, it's kind of weighing down, but there's plenty more to go. It ain't gonna stop anytime soon till all of them have been registered as the test being performed, or if it's got the mileage, the shaft getting replaced. The shaft replacement ones are usually really nice because with the exception of 3 that I mentioned where they stuck, you know, there was truly a problem with it and it needed exactly what it got. So in that case, the whole procedure paid off very well, because at some point that would have probably been a big problem. Who knows? They don't give us, you know, the failure rate or nothing like that, kind of like the front sprockets on the Spyders. You know, the forums make it sound like, oh, they fell left and right. It's really rare, really rare. But there's been a whole bunch of we replaced that are at the mileage. But yeah, 2 of them, 3 total, because we replaced the whole bevel gear and stuff. Now that tool's out, and I was the first one to use that. Trying to get all the numbers straightened in my head. Kind of cool. Just one of those things. If you have one of these, you'll get a bulletin for it. And if somehow or another you're not registered with BMW as the owner, you can call any BMW dealer, have them run your VIN, and see if you're part of the campaign or any other campaign. Well, being a safety recall, you can do that on their website. I noticed all the manufacturers, that used to be kind of cool. Even if there was like updates, all kinds of stuff, you could run your VIN. But now they only show safety recall stuff. They don't give you all the little things. What is a software update for this or that? It's got to be a safety recall for it to pull up on their VIN inquiry on their websites. There's my boy. He didn't even see me. He's concentrating. It's kind of cool out here. What do we got here? 40 degrees. I must be losing my touch. 40 degrees is usually pretty warm for me. And around and around and around we go. Around we go. They sprayed that chemical de-icer on the ground around here. I think I'll stay on the top side. That's another thing yesterday about riding it we didn't really think about until after I was goofing around with the truck out there in the yard, and the yard was frozen, absolutely frozen. This could be a ice event down here. Should we make the loop anyway? Let's do it. Oh, it looks dry on the end. Actually, the only thing that's wet is where they sprayed the chemical stuff down there. I'll stay out of it anyway. God, it's beautiful out here. Some kind of pretty. He's got her in road mode. This one may not even have dynamic on it. Sometimes they don't. Depends on road. Oh, dynamic. Oh, dynamic pro even. I love the instant change. Very nice. Alrighty. So from here, I'm gonna bail out. Oh, look at that jet over there. You got it running? Huh? Yeah, it needed a software thing to it. Well, hello there, YouTube. We ain't gonna be out here long, I can tell you that. It's 22 degrees out here. Man.
Got a bite.
Oh, man. I can't believe Abby's out here. She'll be one right back in.
Yep. She just came out because we came out.
They whine at the door. They go out and do their business, and I mean, they're right back. Even Danny, who can wander out here and it's freezing cold and doesn't even bat an eye about it.
I know it, crazy.
Yeah. He, well, he knows we're all in there, too.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a fun day. Got to ride a Beamer around and started working on replacing the ignition switch on that Spyder RT Limited. Remember when it came in, the keys were lost. So that's on my schedule for tomorrow. But I got finished with other stuff early, so I started tearing into that. Didn't get too far, but anyway, we'll be doing that tomorrow.
Very good.
I guess it's supposed to be nice again tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
I hope it's nice, because if anything liquid falls out of the sky, it's not going to be in a true liquid form.
No, it's going to freeze on contact.
Oh, man. But anyway, I think we're going to bounce it out. It's quite that cold out here.
It is. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah.
Abilene stop.
Abby. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.